everyone, I'm Francesca Richmond with Aberthorn News Productions. Recently, there's been a large outbreak of Q fever in the Netherlands. Today, I take you to interview Sir Ludwig, whose wife was infected with Q fever, as well as two doctors, Dr. Chan and Dr. Lim, who will tell us more about Q fever. Q fever is a highly infectious condition similar to that of influenza. The name of the virus that causes it is Coxiella burnetii, which affects both humans and animals, such as cattle, sheep, goats, and domestic animals like cats and dogs. It was first discovered in 1937 by Frank McFarlane Burnett and was first described in Australia. At first, it had an unknown cause, so it was called query fever, which was later shortened to Q fever. It's a rising epidemic which has taken a toll on 17 lives in 2007 and 545 in 2008. Here I am to interview Mr. Ludwig, whose wife was infected with Q fever. Hi everyone, I'm Francesca Richmond with Aberthorn News Productions. Today I'm here with Mr. Ludwig of the Netherlands, whose wife contracted Q fever. Mr. Ludwig, so how did you realize that your wife was sick?
Oh, well, all of a sudden she just got vomiting, diarrhea, chills, confusion, coughing, muscle joint aches, a lot of other things. I thought it was just some serious case of PMS, but I guess not.
Oh, I see. So those are the symptoms?
Those are the symptoms.
Okay, so can I go speak to her? Can I go talk to her? How is she coping?
Yeah, you can go talk to her, but she's dead. That's right.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Ludwig.
Well, thank you.
I'm Francesca Richmond, signing off from Aberthorn News Productions.
Well, hello all those of you watching this show. Come patronize Ludwig's store more for some fresh vegetables. Oh, that's so special. And all those of you single ladies out there, you're looking for a perfect husband? I am right here. You do know my wife died, so now I'm vacant. Bye.
Now I take you to interview Dr. Annabelle Chan as well as Dr. Beverly Lim on more about Q fever. Here I am today to interview Dr. Beverly Lim on Q fever. So Dr. Lim, how can Q fever be spread from animals to humans?
It can be spread to inhalation of contaminated particles in the air, contact with vaginal mucus, milk, feces, urine, and the semen of infected animals.
Oh, okay. So what are the treatments available for Q fever?
The treatments available are antibiotics, and chronic forms of Q fever can require up to 4 years of treatment.
I see. So how is Q fever different from regular flu?
Well, it can be passed from animal to animal, from animal to human, and from human to human as well.
So what has been done to lessen the impact of Q fever?
Well, in 2001, Australia introduced the National Q fever vaccination, which is especially for people who are at risk.
So what's the current status and situation of Q fever?
Well, there has been a most recent large outbreak which started in the first half of 2008.
Okay, Dr. Lim, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Chan, what countries has the Q fever affected?
The disease has affected all countries except New Zealand.
So, what are the number of cases from 2007 to 2008?
There were 17 cases in 2007 and 546 cases in 2008.
What's the country that has the highest infection rate so far?
That has to be the Netherlands.
So what is the social and economic burden caused by Q fever?
Well, farmers with the infected animals will not be able to sell or trade the animals. And people working closely with the animals may get infected as well.
Oh, I see. Okay. So what's the nature of the burden?
Well, diseases spread very, very quickly. And it can also be spread from animal to human.
Okay, Dr. Chan, thank you for your time. That's all the time we had today. I'm Francesca Richmond with Aberthorn News Productions, signing off.